Hi guys, and welcome to version 1.2 of Immersive HUD for Fallout 4. Hopefully the last version for quite some time. I'm hoping to get some work done on the powered armor HUD ideas I have been floating around. This new version has a few new features, including what is basically a bug fix. In version 1.1 I made the mod a little more efficient by essentially switching it off when you entered powered armor. However, I inadvertently brought the crosshair back. As you can see, that is no longer the case. The crosshair is not there. If I change to a weapon, still no crosshair. This is how I originally intended it to work. That was more of a omission on my part. However, if you liked having the crosshair back whilst you were in powered armor, I have actually left it as an option. If you go along to the settings holotape, go to Immersive HUD, there are a few changes here, but if you go to the crosshair activation settings, there is a new option, powered armor mode, which as you can see is by default selected, set to iHUD controlled, which means whilst in the powered armor, all of these values are valid, so you can still toggle it on and off. If you like it to always be on whilst in powered armor, you can set it to always on. If you're upgrading from version 1.1 to 1.2, it will probably default to always on, so nothing will have changed. You will need to load up the tape and change it to iHUD controlled. Oh, excuse me. Like so. And as I said, you can toggle it on like so. It's pretty damned easy. There are a few other options I have added. Let me get out of the powered armor. These are options for the main heads-up display. The first option is the ammo count. By default, the ammo count comes on when you pull your weapon out. That's the default game behavior. It will fade after a few seconds until you aim. I've now added an option in Immersive HUD to switch that off, essentially. In the main menu, you will now find an other settings option, and that will take you to where you can find active effects, flashlight, stealth, enemy health, ammo count, and explosives count. For the ammo count, you can have always on. This is the vanilla behavior, as I've just showed you. Or, if you click it once, you can change it to on combat and toggle. That means the ammo will come back if you're in combat or if you toggle the heads-up display on. If you don't even want it during combat, if you only want it when you select the toggle, you can do exactly that. I'll show you that right now. So now, as you can see, no ammo even when I aim, but if I toggle the heads-up display on, ammo is there. After a few seconds it will fade. As per normal behavior, I'm just toggling the heads-up display on and off. There you go, it has faded. Comes back on, but I can make it all go away. If you really do not need your ammo count whatsoever, you can make it always off. The same options are now available for the explosives, so that's your grenades and your mines. You can have always on combat or toggle, just on the toggle, or always off. Completely up to you. Now, these only work for the main heads-up display. In fact, the only options that apply in power armor are the crosshair, because that's the only part of the heads-up display shared between the powered armor and the non-powered armor part. I also improved the efficiency and performance of the mod, which was completely unnecessary as this mod is so lightweight it will have absolutely no effect on your game or whatsoever, but I did see a way I could reduce the number of things the mod was doing, specifically regarding the crosshair. I didn't need to be checking the crosshair state as often as I was checking, so I've changed that. It's now checking a little less each time it checks something, and you know, hey, every little bit helps, right? As I said, I think this is the last version for some time. I've now implemented all of the features that people have been asking for, and I think the mod feels more or less complete, at least for version 1. So 1.2, probably the last version until I do something fairly radical. I'm going to start looking into the powered armor heads-up display more. In fact, I've already started, so that's where my focus will be. Leave me any feedback you have in the video down below or on the page, obviously, and I will try to check them regularly. I hope you enjoy the mod, and I will see you guys next time.